Hello boys and girls, welcome to BenchART. Time for Classic, and for today what I do have in here is Ninja Gaiden 3 Razor's Edge. This game is developed by Team Ninja and also Koei Tecmo. It is the last game of the Ninja Gaiden Master Collection that is available now on Steam. And well, it is also the most demanding one, since it's the most recent game from the trilogy available on the Master Collection, and unfortunately it suffers from the same issues as the first game and the second game, so there is no graphical options for you to choose from, and so for that same reason I decided to just record the video instead of displaying results without recording, because it doesn't make any sense when you just have this specific option for you to play with. So the only resolution you can play this game, if you are like me, that's your laptop, it is the maximum resolution, it is 1366 by 768. If your resolution it is that, the only way you can play the game it is like this, at 720p or simply this resolution. The game will perform well at 60 frames per second, but during special attacks or some explosions or some environments when there is tons of stuff going on, like explosions and particles and rockets going by and fog and stuff like that, you can expect the game to drop below 60 frames per second. But honestly, I think it's fine. I think the game, it is just fine. It is not just like the other Japanese games which when you don't have the 60 frames per second or the 30, when you have a variable frame rate, the game just runs in slow motion. No, this is not the case for Ninja Gaiden 3. Ninja Gaiden 3 just runs fine with variable frame rate, so you are not forced to have 30 or 60 frames per second all the time. You can have variable frame rate with drops because it is still very playable, as you can see. Also, this game, it is I consider to be very well optimized regarding performance, but just like Ninja Gaiden 1 and Ninja Gaiden 2, this game doesn't have any PC specific option. Alright, and PC Gaming Wiki also mentions that keyboard and mouse, it is not supported by this game, that you need to have a controller. I'm using my Xbox One controller and it plays awesomely fine, just like the other two games. So I do recommend you to have a controller in order to play this, and not recommending, I really say that you need to have a controller in order to play this, because I think that keyboard and mouse didn't work. Alright, I haven't tried it, but according to what I've been reading so far, possibly it doesn't work. And even if it worked, honestly, this is the type of game where you really want to play with a gamepad. Alright, but still, yeah, that's it. So yeah, this game doesn't have any PC specific option, so it's like a super console port to the PC, and that's about it. Like I told you, the good thing about this is that there is no issues whatsoever with this game, just like the Ninja Gaiden 1 and Ninja Gaiden 2. Everything, it is just working perfectly fine, it is optimized, there is no crashes, there is nothing. It's just missing PC specific options, which is a shame. It's a lazy port to the PC in that regard, and what can I say? Yeah, it's that. Alright, it's just like the other games that we have tried from Ninja Gaiden. Regarding performance, it is more demanding, but regarding everything else, it is the same. But now that I've talked about the performance and what you can expect, let's talk a little bit about the game. So, this game, it feels different, alright? It feels like it doesn't belong to the same universe. Well, it does, but it seems more focused into the action and some kitty. So it seems to be more focused into the generations of today that want more adrenaline and stuff going on than the type of classic gameplay that you get from the first game, for example, from the Ninja Gaiden Sigma one. And I'm checking the scores of the game and some of the reviews, and people have been having some mixed bags about this third game. I mean, this is not the original third game. The original third game, it was a disaster. It had one of the worst reviews ever, with tons of complaints. And so this is the Razor's Edge. The Razor's Edge, it is kind of a remake of the third game, but done right. Now, the reasons why this game doesn't score as much as the first game and the second one, I believe it's probably because it was not its initial release, because some people are really satisfied with the game. For me, I wasn't really so keen about that. In my opinion, I don't like this first scenario. The combat feels much more action focused than the first game, that feels more of a Souls-like game honestly. And so for that same reason, I wasn't able to capture the same feeling as the first game and the second game. But because despite the second game, it starts to be more closer to free than the first one. The second game still retains some of the elements of the first game, and I don't really feel like that in this game. I'm kind of feeling it a little bit weird, alright? I'm not saying that the game it is worse than the second game or the first one. Some people probably will consider this third game the best one ever from the series, but for me it just feels too different, too action focused, and you know, it feels less focused into tactics, into a combat system, and feels more like a button mashing and a very fast combat as usual that Ninja Gaiden brings, and that's just about it. But that's just simply my opinion. As for the performance, we already discussed that. It is excellent, as you know. So, guys, thank you a lot for watching. Hope you keep enjoying the rest of the video, and I do hope to see you soon. Goodbye.
You're mine.
We'll disorient your enemies from the helicopter. Deal with them while they're out of it.
On one.